If you've been watching, we've brought you numerous border report stories as part of our NewsNation coverage. But now we're learning there's a connection between the immigration situation at the southern border and the war in Ukraine. A growing number of Ukrainian refugees are now fleeing from Mexico, trying to get into the United States. And a San Diego church is providing them support with a new outreach on both sides of the border. Joining us right now, Phil Metzger, a senior pastor at the Calvary San Diego Church. Good morning to you. Is that right? Do I have your name right? And do I have your title right?
Yeah, you do. You got them both right.
Okay, good. I like when that happens. First off, thank you for being with us. Second of all, I think a lot of people would be surprised that this is happening. Why in the world are they crossing into Mexico when the federal government has already approved that a number of them can come to the U.S.?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know that I have a really good answer for that. I just know that about a week and a half ago, people started showing up at the Tijuana border here, and we're starting to come across into America using a humanitarian parole visa. So I'm not really sure, why they're coming this way. Just that it's been an open door. People know about it, and they're coming this way.
It's just fascinating because the situation at the border is already so desperate. What are your biggest concerns, especially for safety as they try to cross?
Well, I mean, the people, I got to say, we're on both sides of the border here, and there's a lot of great partners and people that we're working with, individuals, other churches, other groups. They're amazing. The Mexican people there at the border have been fantastic. They've been so gracious, so thoughtful. We've had really good relationships working with even the local governments there. I think the big concerns are just the numbers keep on increasing, and there's only so much space there, and it's kind of like an unknown process of what's happening and getting them or them coming into the country. So working on both sides, we see the buildup on that side right now, and I'm not sure how what that's going to look like in the next hour or the next day or next week.
But are there concerns about smugglers, maybe perhaps targeting them and saying, hey, we'll get you over if you pay us a certain amount of money? Or do they understand the process with interacting with Border Patrol? Are you guys speaking to them about that?
Yeah, that's a really good question. We're kind of jumped on it right away. I lived in Budapest, Hungary for 20 years before being here in America. And during the 2014 Syrian refugee crisis, that was a massive issue that we were wrestling with. So we did take kind of preventative measures. We're at the airport, or our partners are at the airport to meet people, to speak to them in Ukrainian or Russian, to let them know here's the process. We get them a number. We get them on a bus. I think now the Mexican government's providing us a bus to take them to what we call the TJ Hub, where they have an indoor kind of rec center to rest. Many of them have been already traveling for about a week and a half, so it's been a pretty arduous journey already. They get to rest. We get them some food, some water. There's Wi-Fi where they can check in with family or friends that they're going to be visiting or staying with once they get into the States. From there, we move them closer to the border, which is an outdoor park. It's not comfortable. It's not great, but it's just the next step on their journey. And then eventually they move up. So we're trying to hedge off anybody getting picked up by people at the border by, being there first, being a loud presence, being bold, letting them know we're here to help them.
It's just amazing, even the pictures that you're sharing with us this morning. And some of the church members in your congregation are actually going to be hosting families. How long?
Yeah, that's a really great question. They're wondering too. We got into this about a week ago, just kind of went down there. I was actually in Ukraine a couple weeks ago, helping bring people out of the country, and then we got here, and it was like, oh my goodness, it's right here on our border now. Families, about 50 to 75 host families are taking people every night or every 2 nights. And I think we're kind of in it for the long haul until there's not the need, or until other groups kind of pick it up and kind of take it from there. But we feel it's a privilege to get to serve people, to help people. None of these people that are coming over wanted to have to be here. They're here because they have no other options. And if that's the case, we just want to love them, let them know we believe God loves them, has a plan for them. They're here. They didn't want to be, but we want to help them as much as we possibly can.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.